Hey, good morning, good afternoon. It is now 11:05. Hey, I'm not driving. But guess what? You get to see me right now for what it is, for what I look. And I'm about to get ready to feel my best. So, here you are. You're in my journey today, this morning, this afternoon. I'm learning to be more clear and be less of a person that repeats herself. I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever met certain people in your life, they've probably said certain words like a lot. Like there's certain things like I say a lot because it's really beautiful to me and I just felt good to say it and I just say it the way I want it. And one of the people in my life that I loved the way he said something was, he would always say, you know. And he was like the cutest guy ever. He just made me laugh so much. He was like the most handsome guy in the world. He actually looked like Jimmy Fallon. And just a lot sexier, just really cute voice, different accent. It was half Tunisian, half Norwegian, and probably from the surrounding area where he lives because he's from Oslo, Norway. And that's just a little pointer out there. You guys might know his name. But the point here that I want to share is that this morning I really had a rough situation. And as for all of you, you probably have rough situations before you go to work or before you go to a certain event or a big thing, a big gig, a big super awesome thing you were looking forward to, or just like random, just regular stuff. Like you got to fix yourself. If you don't, you just go wherever you got to go the way you look. And sometimes you'll take a sweater, some sweats, some comfy shoes. But I got to say, like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live this life where I'm just constantly lounging around and no makeup and I look haggard and zits pop in and my face looks gross. And I really don't like these lines and stuff. And I really don't like the effects of Botox that much. But I do love the fact that I don't have a frown that you're staring at. And there's a lot of expression every time I speak and I like do anything. All this was expressing itself. And I'm just like that kind of person that I express myself in the face and stuff like that. So let's get to it. I'm going to go put my makeup on and I just want to share with you something very important. All right. So first of all, whenever you do something good for yourself and literally for yourself, you are going to empower the world. You're not only going to empower the world, you're going to empower your family. You're going to empower your spouse, your kid, anybody in your sphere. You're going to help them out. Why are you going to help them out? Because you're doing something positive for yourself. The reason so is because when you rise above the norm and you rise above the crap, you rise above the shit, the stress, the control, the manipulation, you rise above anything. Just rise above it all, right? Stand up for yourself, stand up for others. When you rise above, you do something to your mind, you do something to your heart. You literally set the stage and the tone and you set the boundary mark. And you're like, enough is enough. I am not going to be taken advantage of. I'm going to take care of myself. In this world, a lot of people won't be there for you. They won't answer the phone. They won't get back to your messages. They won't even show up and hang out with you. If they said they were going to help you with your children, they just never showed up and your child's like 2 years old and that person's nowhere in sight. And what do people say in sales? They say you must do marketing. You must show up. You must show up to the customer. You must like ask for a certain price. That's what you do, right? Well, when you tell somebody you're going to help them or somebody tells you they're going to help you, they show up. It's like a sale. They show up to the sale. They make the sale. They purchase the vehicle. They take the car. They don't just go, yeah, I really want to buy your vehicle. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah. And then you never show up. You have to show up. Okay. So I'm going to show up for you right now. I'm going to put on my makeup because I'm going to show up. And I'm showing up right here, right now to let you know that the reason I share these ridiculous videos that you guys probably laugh at or, oh my gosh, he's making another YouTube video. Oh my gosh, he's doing another live. Oh my gosh, he's changing your picture. Oh my God. Do you know how much negativity there is in the world? There's so much negativity in the world. Like people can't ever say something nice. Like it's just constant criticism or jealousy. And how about we rise above from that and say, enough is enough. I'm not going to be jealous anymore. I'm not going to laugh at people anymore. If somebody's doing something great, they're changing their profile. Good for them. Unbelievable. Look at you. You're shining. Oh my God, your hair is amazing. Oh my God, you look so happy. And really, truly be happy for them. They're freaking posing somewhere. Hey, oh my gosh, she must got some money. Oh, she is living the good life. Be happy for them. Because guess what? When your time comes, I'm pretty sure you're going to want to have a beautiful life. Okay? Beautiful. Okay? And this here is 100% pure fruit pigmented tinted moisturizer. It's like the cleanest product, and I just want to let you know what I'm using because it's incredible. This brush here, I don't know what it is, but it's from Clinique. It's the most softest brush ever. And if you really care about yourself, you'll actually wash it and clean it, which I haven't been cleaning it. And to each their own. This here removes color correctness of redness. So it color corrects, okay? And I'm just going to try to smile more because I've been looking at my face and it looks like a super resting bitch face. All right. Oh my God. I have so many freaking amazing things to share with you guys. First of all, I used to work with a lady. She was actually my boss, and she barely worked because she was the boss, you know, the boss woman. She was traveling from stores to stores, and, you know, she was doing her thing. And she was living a pretty good life. You know, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. My checks were probably like under $1,000 when I used to work full time, and every 2 weeks I would get a check under freaking $1,000. Probably got $500 check, maybe $600. If I was lucky, it was $700. But it was normally around the $500-$600 mark. It was pretty ridiculous to be working full time 2 weeks. 2 weeks. They take up all my freaking taxes or whatever deductions, and they basically keep my money. They don't even pay me what I'm worth. Okay. So now here's like a few years later, I go open up a salon, and I'm making close to $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and I get to make my own hours and service my own people. And I don't even work that much, but I feel like I'm working, but I feel like I'm never working a day in my life because I'm like really not working because I'm doing the things I love, and I get to set my schedule, and life is good. However, there was people in my life, especially one person, did not appreciate when I went to work. Did not appreciate whatsoever. So always trying to control me, try to figure out when am I coming home. I'm working too long. My shop closes at 7, but I show up at home at 8 because that's just the way I am. And I need time. I don't like to be rushed. So I'll get stuff done, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you want a hair color, it's going to take anywhere from 2 to 8 hours. It depends on your hair and what we're doing. And other people, no matter what they do, everything takes 2 hours for them. Like, they want stuff done fast, or they want to have their break 30 minutes. And it's like, no, I want my break for 3 hours. Like, leave me the F alone. I want to be alone. So to each their own, everybody chooses their own. So this is the story with her. I like barely looked at her check. I saw it somewhere and I just peeked on it. I just really wanted to peek. And she was making over $3,000 as a boss lady that travels. She probably worked a lot, and she was probably under somebody's control, and she got paid. And I thought that was really awesome. Point here is that she was never smiling, and she really looked like a resting bitch woman. And she would always go, yeah, like resting bitch face. And who knows? I have no idea why she looked like that, but I think there comes a time where people don't really smile because they're stressed out, and all they do is have this like resting bitch face, and it just looks like blah, like there's no smile. I used to have a joy in my eyes, like light radiated through my eyes, and I felt alive and happy. And I gotta say, I still do, but I just gotta tell you this. For an example, today I had a bunch of nasty dishes. I can't stand those dishes, but you know what? Who had perfect dishes and was my hero? And I think this person, because of them, I know how to take care of myself more and actually look forward to taking care of myself and fixing my life. My grandmother. That woman had that freaking countertop always clean. There was never any junk. The only thing you ever saw was like cups and like a coffee container and clean dishes and fruit and a phone and a few pens and a pencil and pens and like a TV and like decorations. It was just gorgeous. That woman always had it going on. So when you're struggling and your life is you're just feeling like crap. Life is just not going well for you. I gotta say, when you are struggling with life and life is not going well for you, think about who was your hero in that moment. Who did the best situation? Like, if you were freaking low on your ass, just so upset, depressed about the world, how the world treats you, you're never amount to nothing, no one likes you, no one treats you well, no one lifts you up, no one's happy for you, no one calls you, all the negative nonsense that you could talk negative about somebody. Whoever said something like, girl, let your light shine. Whoever told you that? When did you ever open a book and it said, let your light shine so that all men may see it? And then it also contradicts itself and says people only did it so they can be seen. The point here is when you let your light shine, and not for the purpose of people seeing you, you actually lift others up. When you're down in the muck and grind of life and there's darkness and you cannot see where your freaking next crumb's going to be or your freaking meal is going to be, and it's all darkness, or you have a freaking dirty ass face and you can't see or nothing, somebody came to you and cleaned your face, gave you some tissue so you can blow your nasty snots out of your face, and somebody did that for you, don't you see better? Don't you feel better? Don't you feel like there's hope in life? Suddenly there was a light of fire put into your heart. If that ever happened to you, remember that person at that time was your hero. Even if it's the thought of a person, they can be your hero, because maybe at that moment, who inspired you to clean your house? Was it me? Was it your mom? Was it your dad? Was it your sister, your brother, your kid? Was it a friend from long ago? Was it anyone that you remembered ever said they loved doing dishes? Or they even said the story like my grandmother said. She said, Esmeralda, how do you feel when you walk into a dirty house? And she always said it in the softest tone. And I said, Grandma, I feel horrible. Esmeralda. And I'll say it in Spanish the way she said it. Esmeralda, ¿cómo te sientes cuando entras a una casa que está bien sucia? Okay. Always had a cute smile. ¿Cómo te sientes cuando ves una casa que está bien linda y todo está bien organizado? Just crying right now. I can see her crying with me because she was always crying. And I'll tell you, one of the singers that I'm actually going to look up after I get disconnected from this, I'm going to look up Vicente Fernandez, Que Te Vaya Bonito, because it says, I hope your life will go beautiful for you. Super beautiful. If I can leave that for you, as a crying Esmeralda, as my mom was a crying mama, and she left me her last note and it said, stay pretty. Let that one sink in. And then take this one with you. Que te vaya bonito. I pray that your life will be so beautiful, that when the lousiest of person in your world is the lousiest of person to you, the lowest of shit, the lowliest of shit, the crappiest of painful shit to you, remember this. You are more valuable than that. You are loved so much. You, like wisdom, are precious, way more than rubies, way more than crystals, way more than diamonds. Your soul is so beautiful. A diamond can't do shit for people. It might, some hippie might tell you that it makes you, feel peaceful and happy and who knows, greedy, I don't know. But you know what? When you value love and you value holiness and kindness and forgiveness and self-control and perfection and responsibility and fire so you can fight the fucking fight when it's really hard, te va a ir bonito. It's going to go so beautiful for you. And I pray that that's the life you choose to live, because you are way more valuable than the feelings that break you, that the words, you're more valuable than the nasty words people say about you that are not real, that are not fair, that are gross, that are evil, that are disrespectful. You are way more valuable than that. Way more valuable. We have work to do, guys. We got to rise up. We got to make this world gorgeous. Did you know when you go to heaven, it's going to be the most colorful, most perfect situation? How do you feel when you walk into a street or a home where there's beautiful flowers, beautiful fruit, beautiful service, beautiful colors, beautiful smile, beautiful words of kindness, beautiful generosity, clean car, clean house, organization, generosity, servants, music, good food, so much delights. Doesn't it make you feel so rich and beautiful? If you can make your walkway or anything in your life extra beautiful, it can be your mind, your heart, your house, your clothing, the things you do daily, make it beautiful. One day we will have to answer to God, and he's probably going to ask you, did you have a beautiful life? Did you do my work? Did you love? I hope you did. And I hope you can say yes. And I hope he knows it and you know it. And it'll be beautiful.